So this is US oil analysis for Monday the 3rd of September. Now, let's just have a look what prices and where prices may likely go. So we've seen prices break above the 69.51 here. We've had prices head up towards that 70.50 had a pullback, taken slowly back down towards 69.51. We do appear to be holding support here in around that 69.51. So if we do see this continued bullish buy side momentum, we're looking for a retest of the 70.50, but ultimately looking for a test of the 70.79. If we can break and hold 70.79, we're looking for continuation up towards that 72.39 here on the US oil. Beyond that, of course, we've got the 72.88 and that 72.88 and that 73.16 here on the US oil. If, however, we do see a breakdown from 69.51, we're then looking for price head down to the 68.19. Successful break from which we're then looking for price head down to the 67.73. And if we are successful in breaking that 67.73, if we are successful in breaking that 67.73, we'll then look for price head down to that 67.12 here on the US oil. Overall, though, the structure remains bullish. We've had a strong bullish move, had this consolidation. So, especially if we do hold the 69.51, possibly looking for that continuation here to the upside. We'll have a look here at the higher time frame, see how prices are developing, get the scale on here correct. On the US oil, we can see here we've got our lows, got higher lows. We've been in this pretty strong uptrend here since 2017. We've had a pullback, pretty sharp pullback, but we did see a pretty strong bullish buy side momentum come into last month. We did close near the highs of the month, especially after rejecting lower prices. So we may just see that follow through so to continue here in September and see this overall continuation to the upside on US oil. What we'll do now is have a look here at the weekly chart, see how prices are developing. So on this weekly chart of the US oil, after coming in towards June, the June-July period last year, 2017, we've seen this acceleration to the upside on the US oil, and we've had a few sharp pullbacks here and there. More recently, we've had price head towards a $75 barrel mark, where we do have the confluence of the 400 period moving average. We've had a rather sharp pullback in towards the mid 60s, but we are seeing that bullish buy side momentum return to this market here on the US oil. So we did appear to be breaking out of the trend somewhat, but we've firmly broke back in, and we do seem poised for higher prices. So we'll look to see if we can successfully navigate that 72 or possibly $73 a barrel mark before possibly ending up towards that $75 a barrel, our most recent high before we had this pullback here in towards the mid 60s on the US oil, high to mid 60s on the US oil. And finally, we'll have a look here at the daily chart. So on this daily chart, we've mentioned quite a few videos now, there is a possibility of a head and shoulders pattern developing here on the US oil. And let's just outline that. So we do have a shoulder here in around that 72, around that $73 a barrel mark. We've got a head in around that 75. And if we do see prices reject in around that 72, around that, is it that 72.88? Let's just make sure, let's see where we are. So we have our previous shoulder here sitting at 72.88. Yep, in around that 72.88, in around $73 a barrel mark. So if we do see a rejection in around that 72.88 or that $73 a barrel mark, there is a possibility of having a bit of a head and shoulders pattern develop here on the US oil. Head and shoulders is a bearish price pattern, and in which case, if we do see it develop to the downside, we are looking for price head down towards our mid 60s here on the US oil, possibly down towards our 63 or $64 a barrel before we might find major support on the US oil. May even progress beyond that, but as if we do see this head and shoulders pattern play out in a bearish manner. Now, if there is a possibility of us course breaking beyond that and the head and shoulders not coming into play and us seeing us head back towards that $75 a barrel, our previous highs before we did see the sell side momentum return to this market. If we do break down, of course, we should mention the 200 period moving average, currently sitting slightly in around that 66, pretty close towards that $66 a barrel, currently sitting around that 65.25 on the US oil. Overall, though, the structure more recently has remained bullish. As we can see, we've had a pullback down towards our 69.51. Do appear to be holding it at present, so we do seem poised for further continuation, especially in light of our most recent trend here. In the prior month of August, we've seen a pretty strong bullish buy side momentum. The odd pullback here and there, but the overall strength of the market does appear to be directional in the upwards direction. And with that said, that pretty much wraps up the US oil analysis. Thanks for watching.